Welcome to Spiritism Explored and Explained, where we take you on a journey of discovery of the other side, the spirit realm, the universe from which you came and shall return. What enforces our good behavior? The answer is the Law of Affinity. The spirits tell us that one could summarize the doctrine of Spiritism as the golden rule. If you always follow the dictum, do unto others as you would have them do unto you, you have achieved the lion's share of what the spirit realm and Jesus himself has been trying to teach us for the last 2,000 or 3,000 years. The problem is the majority of people ask themselves, why should I follow the golden rule? It may make one's conscience feel serene for a moment or two, but it sure as heck doesn't put food on the table. Ignoring it puts lots of food on the table, and other luxuries as well. Everyone knows the fastest way to get rich is to take money from other people. Honest methods tend to be slow and sure, but nothing beats a dishonest or unscrupulous scheme for speeding up the process to drain capital from the hapless suckers into your own bucket. Sure, a pang of guilt may strike every now and then, but living the life of luxury more than makes up for the temporary discomfort. The Law of Affinity is the answer. It provides the entire backstory, the complete process that controls your life on earth and in the spirit world. It remembers every deed, every slight, and every deceitful and insincere act that you have either thought of or committed. By your unique identifier, your baggage is tagged with your name on it, and the only way to relieve yourself of the paper trail of fines that are following you is to pay them. The Law of Affinity is the enforcer. It tracks and categorizes your past actions and deposits you exactly where you belong. Oh, the injustice! I'm not sure about you, but I hate it when anyone says you get what you deserve. I always think that the other person should get there first and leave me alone long enough for my own paperwork to get lost. Unfortunately, this divine law, this immutable law, associates us with others similar to us. In other words, to reverse paraphrase the golden rule, we are done to what we have done to others. Hence, if we were criminals, we are put on earth with others of our own accomplices, so we may collectively figure out the wisdom or lack of accumulating enemies. If we were basically decent stock, we will be allowed to be raised and supported by others like us, thus helping us on our way to spiritual enlightenment. There are many variations. A reprobate may be allotted to a good family to give him or her a decent start in life. Then will be presented with a harrowing set of trials to determine if she or he will make honorable free will decisions. Or a decent fellow in the next life may be selected as the only son of a couple who robbed him of his rightful inheritance of a past life, so he may reclaim it when his parents die in a tragic accident. The bottom line is that everything we did all comes back to us. One may ask, if this is so, how could we improve? Wouldn't it be tougher in difficult circumstances? Could a poorer soul who has much to learn in the spirit world amongst ill-intentioned spirits or on earth in a mafia-like family actually rise above the muck and modify his or her behavior? The answer is yes. It is possible. It is challenging, but it can be done. This is one of the reasons why we are given multiple lives to repair our wrongs. It is conceivable to improve in the worst of conditions because of the gift from God we all have embedded within us, the gift of a conscience. Implanted in our spirit and in our physical brain is the entire set of divine laws, and a detector when we violate one. When we start out as primitive beings, we gleefully ignore the warning bells and whistles. Gradually, we notice that it is better to heed the signals we give ourselves than to ignore them. As we accumulate experiences over thousands, if not tens of thousands of years, we build up a library of interpretations so we may fully understand the nuances in every situation and select the truest course of action. At some point, for all of us, it started from a deep hole that we have dug for ourselves by our intransigence. We grasp the concept that by following our inner detector, a better life is possible. From that humble beginning, we commence to climb upward and outward to become a perfect spirit one day. Learn more about Spiritism. Read the Spirits book by Allan Kardec. Also, what I have covered here and other concepts about Spiritism is in my book, Spiritism. Everything is connected. Spiritism ties everything together. It reveals our purpose, our beginnings, our end goal, and the scope of the organization behind it all. Spiritism tells us there are no miracles, only phenomena that we don't yet understand. That miraculous healing, vision of spirits, near-death experiences, and glimpses of the future are all entirely possible given our place in the spirit realm. The spirit realm is dedicated to bring vital messages to us, not via organized religion, which had the tendency to withhold knowledge for their own gain, but to each individual so he or she could determine what path in life they would follow. We must each determine for ourselves whether we continue on to be mere consumers or to learn to balance our spiritual and material needs, so someday we may ascend up and out of the sphere of continual incarnations in a harsh learning environment, to become a pure spirit and a contributor to the spirit universe. God bless.